Hello, hello, good afternoon. I am coming on a couple of times this week because I'm going to be gone all next week. So I thought I'd come on when I can actually paint a little bit and share something with you guys that will inspire you to learn how to paint. So one stroke painting is very quick and easy. It's something that for those who've ever thought they want to learn how to paint and never thought they could, I have to tell you that one stroke painting is perfect for you. And we paint on all kinds of different surfaces, from glass to metal to wood, canvas, cards, greeting cards. There's all kinds of things that you can paint and do with one stroke painting. Hello, Della. And so you look at the paintings behind me and lots more that are out there. North Carolina here, surprise. Good afternoon from Wyoming. Hello, Miss Sandra. So I am going to be out of town for another week. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, Miss Denise. And I wanted to come on a few times. I do have some recordings I'm doing because I'm gone all next week to the paint company, and we do all kinds of creative things there. So I can't wait to get there so I can tell you what's going to be happening next week. So when I show up Monday, they kind of give me the itinerary and then I can share with you guys. Hello, Marlene and Amani and Cindy. Hello, guys. And Diane, that's a different way to spell it. That's cool. We're going to do some fun painting. I'm going to paint on fabric today. And then tonight at 5 on Patreon, I'm painting on glass. I'm doing some glass painting and sharing this new Murano glass paint. And look, it's got a great iridescent look. Then you have this kind of drippy look. So this is if it's brushed, and this is if it's dripped. And I wouldn't put it around there for anything but maybe a candle. I wouldn't put it in there if I was going to be drinking out of it, but I was testing it all out. And so this does not come off. This is what is amazing. If you've out there doing other painting live at Plaid, I am going to do more live at Plaid. So all week they're going to have me doing stuff. So I'm just coming on now on my channel to share with you some fun things. So here's one of the glass that I did dripping, and see, this is an iridescent blue and a gold. All right, so it doesn't come off. You don't have to worry about it doing anything crazy like some of the other paints. Sometimes it depends on how you use it. Look at that iridescent. So I just dripped that and just pounded it on a paper towel till it came down and covered everything. But I mean, that's not my normal. This is a drippy look where you can just drip it and let some of it. Now these are iridescent and transparent. But then I shared with everybody how we can just put a glass background color like carnival glass, any of these. See, this is kind of see-through, you know, and then, but then there's some that if you put it on heavy, you don't see through it too well. But if you had a candle or something in it, it would really stand out. Hey, Dawn from DeLand, you're close. All right, so then I shared with you how you can just put this on here and paint really quick and easy with it. So that's what I'm doing. And our Patreon lesson this afternoon, tonight at 5. So just if you're one of my Patreon followers, you can come on as low as $10 for the month, or you can get everything, the whole shebang, for 20. All right, so then this is what I did. I did one coat, two coats. All right, so I'm backwards so you don't see the spelling right. Let's see, let's flip it and see. Yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm painting on fabric, by the way, today. So I'm excited to be on Geneva. That's right here in Florida too, unless it's a different Geneva. All right, I won't be able to make it tonight, so you're going to miss out, Lee. You can go watch it at any time, though. That's what's good. So I say this is one coat of just putting it on. It's kind of really transparent. All right, then this was sponging it on with a sponge. See, it gives you a little bit of texture. And then this is with my scruffy brush. All right, so a little bit more dimpled. And then this is with 3 coats. Okay, so 3 coats. And then I put it in the packing before it was totally dry. But so that's like a background color, and there's tons of those colors. But then opaque is what I'm sharing, and that's what we're doing for one stroke painting, where we are just painting it on there, and it stays. You don't have to bake it. It lasts. It's wonderful. It doesn't scratch off in any way. And so I fell in love with it. So we've got that stocked at onestroke.com, just to let you know. And I'm going to be painting on fabric and sharing with you on, this is the special today. All right, I'm doing this special till the weekend. So it's onestroke.com. It's $9, $10, $50. And you get $10 off every $50 order. So we have my tools, we have stencils, we have brushes. If you're out there and you ever thought you wanted to learn how to paint, now in Kentucky, Lorene, okay. There's all kinds of product that will help you be able to do your one stroke wishes if you want to learn how to paint. So hello, Donna and everybody. Hello, Miss Teresa Shipsy. All right, so my brushes, you can get that $10 off 50. The sponge painters, which I base coat everything with, and then my double loaders and my brush basins. So just be thinking, but let's start painting with fabric, okay? I just wanted to flip it out, and I don't even know what I'm going to paint yet. I just decided I'm going to come on here and do some painting with you on fabric and just inspire you a little bit. You can tell, no makeup. I'm just been grubby painting, creating, and I'm working on a raccoon that is really cute. It's a little bit whimsical, but y'all don't care if I'm not all made up, right? So let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to take this down, and I'm going to be probably not the best color because of the way the light hits it, but I'm working on black, and I need to flip it around so I'm not upside down. Okay, so hello, Amani. Oh, you're sweet. Sometimes I don't feel beautiful, but that's okay. You guys love me anyway, right? All right, so now you're seeing all my trash and stuff. There we are. All right, I am trying to clean up here. So this is textile medium. Oh, now I got to flip back. I flipped it so that we wouldn't be wrong. So, oh, no, I'm not ending. Not yet. Okay. All right. So textile medium. So we're going to use all kinds of regular acrylic paint, and we're just going to put textile medium. You can get 2 ounces or 8 ounces on my website. And we're going to squeeze some out in here. And these are little Dollar Tree caps. So I just put those in there. I'm going to dip into that. And so I've stretched with just some clips. I want you to see that this shirt I did start with my bird stencil. And on my bird stencil, I had used the hummingbird and put it on there. This is one other day I did it on live. So I'm just going to show you now that I'm just going to start painting. So one of the things I wanted to do, there's a couple of backgrounds, like I always kind of put the cherry blossoms on there. I'm going to use today this fun little background is a vintage background. So it gives you all kinds of stuff. It fits on 11 by 14 really good. And then I thought maybe I'll throw a butterfly on here somewhere. But this is how it looks when it's not got paint all over it. Okay, so there we are. So I just want you to see it's a nice phrase, and you can actually read what it says. A stamp, a butterfly, some thistles, and some pattern. So I want to show you kind of how I would make that happen. Thank you, Marlene. Marilyn, not Marlene. Marlene. Okay. All right. So this is the hummingbird I just showed you. So it's just like a pattern. So it's ready for you. And then you just paint, right? This is that overall. This is wrinkled, but I just want to show you. See that cherry blossom I was just showing you? The cherry blossom is, I use this blue metallic and put it in the background. And then it's one of my stencil butterflies. And then I just painted it and splattered it. So what I'm going to do, I thought, oh my goodness, and there went my paint. All right. So it's splattered all over the place. So just ignore it. So this, I'm using some color shift colors. All right. Color shift. And I just smeared them all over. And so there is purple flash, aqua flash. Oh man, the floating medium went all in that one. Okay, and then just some regular metallic gold. So I'm going to make it work anyway. Okay, so if I was doing a shirt like this, I could come over here, take my synthetic nylon bristles, and this is a set that I have. This is my stencil brushes. The old brushes are rough and stiff and they go underneath the stencil. But I have a 12, a 16, and a 20 that come in a set. All right, they're brand new and this one's well used. All right, so let me show you what I did. I'm going to go into the gold and you have to have a folded paper towel. All right, so I tapped into the gold and then I'm going to rub it off. But I want you to see how fast this goes into fabric. I'm going to start mirror painting. I'm going over to watch your video from 10 years ago. Awesome. All right, so I want you to see I'm going left to right, circle to the left, circle to the right. And I want you to see how quick and easy that comes out. So, but if I go into the gold, and it has, oh, I guess the pink has the medium in it. I messed up and dropped it. All right, so I can do for tomorrow, today, tomorrow, forever. All right, I love you forever. Okay. All right, so I can put something like that on there. I can do more if I want to. I can come in here and over on this side, let's get some more gold. I'm just doing kind of like a background. All right. And so we're going to go left and right. See, this is made to have some of it distressed. So some people thought their stencil was broken, like it was misprint, miscut, but it wasn't. See, I just want you to see, you want to fade it in and out. All right. And then I can come down here and get a little bit more. Be sure, though, that you're rubbing it off before you go on here. All right. Okay, so you're just figuring out that metallic on the fabric like sucks that up really quick, so it makes it really nice. I can come in here and just do a little bit down here. You see that? So it's just to get you some little bit of design, and you can flip it either way. Okay, not for the words. Okay, but I'm going to come right here and let's get a little bit of that gold in here again. All right, so this is just like a background. So when you are going to come in here and paint now, this will just be behind you. So it's not just plain. Okay, you go back and forth like that. See that? All right, now if I come in here, I drop my butterfly. Wait a minute. Okay. Now, okay, let's put, I want to put this butterfly right up here. Now, what I'm using is I can take, for instance, I can wipe this off. I can pick up some white and work off the white. Then I'm going to come in here. Now, what I want to do is I just want to have the pattern on here. Okay, so I'm just going left and right and see what that does. It gives me my pattern. This is what you don't want to do. It's really easy to stay within with these type of brushes because they're straight and flat. These are the go-to that you're going to love. All right, what does the medium do? Okay, so I'm, oh my gosh, I didn't use medium. I don't need medium for this, but this one I got a little heavy. When I start painting, it's going to be hard if I just use straight paint. All right. The paint's going to stay on the fabric anyway, usually. But what it does do is it makes the painted shirt soft. All right. So I just want to show you that. Okay. So I just did this. in one of our lessons, guys. And I just did the pumpkin, and everybody did it in my class. And see, this is all soft in here, but because I put so many layers on here, it got stiff. Can you hear? All right. When you wash it, it'll be fine. It'll get softer. But to make it stay better, we needed to go into the medium a lot more than I did. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to pick up medium the whole time. I don't always pick it up when I'm stenciling because it sucks up into the fabric. And when I feel it, it's still soft. Look, it doesn't smear at all. This, yeah, that's not smearing either. See that? But see, I got that one spot there, so you don't want to go over the butterfly too much and touch the other butterfly. See right there, I went over into this edge. So I just want you to be careful with that. All right. So I'm glad you remind me, though. I forget about the medium, and that's what happened with that pumpkin there. All right. So you're going to wet this and take off the paint. Wet it and take off the paint. All right, but see how just putting something underneath is nice. But all my stencils, when you're looking at my stencils, they're like a pattern for you. Okay, so you don't have to draw and trace and get perfect butterfly edges. All right, so now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pick up the medium. But usually, see this floating medium's all inside here. I got to take it off because it's going to mess up that. This is color shift, all these colors, because I wanted metallics, but I have lots of metallics, so it doesn't have to be color shift, any kind of metallics, okay? So let's get in here and do the purple. All right, so this is purple flash, okay? And I'm going to get medium and purple. Now I can go right over my design here, okay? More medium. So it's going to make it soft. When it dries, it's going to be all nice and soft. Okay. And I've got people that came to class with their painted shirts yesterday that have been wearing that shirt and washing that shirt for like 5 years. And I'm like, I can't believe how good that shirt still is. Okay. So that's just giving you a lavender shine. How do you seal the paint on a frame mirror? I just watched it. Okay, how do you seal it? This paint, the paints that I use are multi-surface. And multi-surface, you don't need, it's got a sealer inside of it. So Matthew, that's what you want to do. Make sure that you use multi-surface. It goes on glass, metal, ceramic, everything. All right. If you could use this too, and Murano glass, opaque. And you're less colors right now, but it really is a really good paint for that. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to bring out some purple. All right, so I use the color shift. So now I'm going to come in here, get some medium, grab the violet pansy. All right, so now look what's going to happen. You can come in here and go around there. And then you can do darker from here in the middle too. Now, this has lots of medium in it. So grab the medium, grab the color, and there we go. Now, let me show you what's going to happen, because this I'm using darker, right? And it could even be some licorice if you wanted to. But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a smaller brush. All right, this is a 12 or a 16. I'm going to get the medium, and I'm going to pick up white. All right. Oh, my palette was full. So this is what I'm going to do. All right, so I'm sharing how to paint on fabric using stencil and regular floating textile medium. See that textile medium? We're painting on fabric. I want you to see that I can come right down here Okay, I'm going to get textile medium and come get some more white. All right, textile medium and some more white. So I'm going to come right up here. See the different segments that I made in the stencil? That just makes it really easy for you to have this side. If you have two wings, this side match the other wing. All right, can you see? All right, then let's see, I can come out here and just float kind of some white on the edges. Okay. And you can just come right where I have some other designs that we stenciled in there. Okay. So I wanted to come on today sharing one stroke painting with you, showing you how you can paint greeting cards, canvases, glass, and more. So if you didn't see at the beginning, I was showing everybody the Murano glass that we're selling now. It's Murano glass paint, which is awesome. Oops, this is bouncing on here. Do you see this? Okay. All right, so just coming in there. Now I can come in with a smaller brush. Let's see. All right. I can come in here and even with some aqua flash and some white. All right. A little bit of aqua and white. And you can use regular acrylic, the multi-surface, or fabric paint. I just like to use all the colors I want to use them, so I just have to use a textile medium with that. All right. So see, we're just putting some colors. Now I will come back later and maybe put some licorice in there. And when I do that, I might put a little bit now so I don't forget to come back. How's that sound? Okay. So we're going to pick up some textile medium and some licorice. All right. So what you want to do is we're going to come back in here. I know there's licorice in the background. I mean, the shirt's black, but it's kind of fun to see some detail in here. Okay. So, all right. Now what I want to show you is that we can come right in here. Let's get some more black, and on the chisel, get it more depth in the middle there. And so the black's going to match the background of your shirt, right? Okay. And then we can come in here with the body. Now I might come in with silver on this body, but I want you to see that because it's black back there, you're not going to see that much. So let's pick up this and make it kind of gray. See that? And then we're going to come right up there. And then we can bring our antenna in here. All right. And you can go right here and put some white. Okay. So when that dries, you get that nice metallic look. All right. So let's come in here. And I want to show you how I would do a flower in here. So we can come right here and put a lot of textile medium in here. Okay. Okay, and so I don't worry about if I do little drops or anything because then I can splatter. All right, so this makes it stay soft and I don't have to dip it every time. Okay, and then here's a leaf. Okay. So let's pick up the citrus and sap. Okay. The problem is the light sees the black and it kind of just messes those up. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of white in the citrus. Okay. All right. You can put your medium in the middle here too, but like I'm going to grab white and so that it really stands out. Okay, watch this. Stroke, 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 stroke. All right. Then we pick up some more and we come right here. Let's get some more white on the citrus edge. See, I'm short, short, short strokes. So the key is I want this corner, this outside edge, to be smooth. So you just pick up more medium. There you go. There you go. From Nova Scotia, Canada. Hello, hello, Joanne. All right, so I'm just putting that. The glare on here is making it kind of hard for y'all to see. I hope it's not too bad. All right, so let's say we want purple. So I'm going to put Violet Pansy where I just put the textile medium, Violet Pansy. This is multi-surface. And I'm getting this purple edge. And see it goes over the corner of the leaf some. Okay, slip, slap, slip, slap. Okay, so I can add some metallic in there. Get it shiny. Slip, slap, slip, slap, slip, slap. I'm doing that fast. I don't do flat, flat, flat. Okay. Now, how did you seal the paint? Oh, okay. All right. So then I am going, let's say I can bring some Juneberry in here. So Juneberry needs a little bit of white. Okay. Juneberry and white. See, we're getting a little bit of that pretty color. And you can blend it till it goes into the purple too. See, right into the purple. And I did a crescent moon. And then I'm going to come in here. Okay, so I'm going to go back here and do this purple in here too. On the bottom at the same time I'm doing this. There we go. And then the metallic, medium. And then the same thing, we're going to have some white. Okay, we want the edges to be rough, not smooth. All right, so let's go back to the Juneberry. And then the Juneberry, I'm going to get white. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to come right in here because the white's going to show up really good. So that you're going right on top of this wet pink, which is Juneberry. And see how we have this nice little dried flower look behind it? I love you forever. Do you see that? You can read it because the stencil on fabric works so nice. I have all kinds of fabric pieces I've done. And let me tell you, you can match pants or whatever you're wearing, or holidays, whatever you're wearing with quick and easy fabric painting and have a great outfit. You can paint on your shoes, purses, aprons. Okay. Now, what are y'all thinking? Okay, so here's some pink in here. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of licorice in here because I want it to be darker in here so that you see it separated. Okay, can y'all see that? And it separates it a little bit. And then we can put a little bit of licorice in the leaf so you can see depth. You see that? All right. And thank you, Brenda. All right. So look, we're going to come right in here, slip, slap the white with just the corner of your brush. So I'm going slip. See my thumb rocks it. See, I'm going to rock it. And so I'm just taking that corner and slip slapping. So what do y'all think? Are y'all liking it? Okay, so what happens is I put this around. All right, it makes a really nice look. And a little bit around here. All right, so now I'm going to come in here, textile medium, and let's get the citrus and sap. Let's put some white in here. I'm sorry, the glow was pretty bad on the, all right, since I put that spot that over stencil that I didn't like, I'm going to pull this in here. Okay. And we're going to put a little bit of green there. Go into your medium, pick up your color. And we're going to come right here. Now, I want to come back in this area, and we really need to add some more pretty leaves. And I don't worry about it being like absolutely perfect on the edges, because when you're wearing it, it just has a cool look. Okay, put a little bit of white. All right. So you don't have to put much painting. You can just go up on the shoulder. I mean, there's all kinds of looks. With this one, I made this on the back of the shirt because I put the hummingbird on the front. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of whatever and put it by the hummingbird on the front. But I just wanted more area to show you. Wreaths always look really pretty on a shirt. Or a swag that goes across your chest. Or sometimes I put an overshirt and I just want a little bit on a t-shirt that peeps through, like pine needles and pine cones, something for the holidays. Like I showed y'all, y'all can come back and I showed y'all the pumpkin that we did. All right. So one stroke painting, our special that we have right now is $9, $10, $50, and that is on onestroke.com, and that's the special that we got going right now. Gives you $9, $10, $50. You get $10 off any $50 order. All right, so onestroke.com, and don't forget to look at the A to Z kit. The A to Z is one of my best-selling kits so far, and the best-selling ever is Flower of the Month. It's all the birthday months, 12 birthday months. It's a big kit, special deal. It's marked down from $149 to $89 to, I think it's less than that now. Plus you get $10 off. But the Flower of the Month is a great kit, and so is this A to Z is about $69, and then you get the $10 off. It gives you 5 amazing brushes, 50 little worksheets, and 50 lessons online for that. And it gives you 10 full bottles of paint and floating mediums. So, and a wood box that you can store it all in. So store the brushes and 50 teaching guides. So it's the Flowers A to Z flower kit. So don't miss out. Perfect time. Use this special to get it for Christmas gifts, for maybe for yourself, even if not for somebody else. All right, see, I made this look like it just spread it out, and it wasn't. Um, it isn't disappeared. It's on purpose. I left some areas out. Okay, so then this color, I know you can't see it in the glare, but it's got some of the pretty colors in it. It's got gold in the background, silver in the background. Would have looked good too. As this, I lift it up some so it dries as you go. All right, and I also have a little trick. I don't know if I have enough here for me to show you. Is I take a little rubber band and I put 6 Q-tips together. All right, let's see if I can do it. I don't have the rubber band. I'm just going to hold it. All right, so I put 6 of these together with a rubber band, and then I hold it out like this. And then I take the colors right here, the white and the purples. Okay, and then you can come out in here and add some little bits of detail in there. All right, so look, I can also come out here and put a little spray out here, and it just makes it light and airy. Okay, it just softens it a little bit. And then if you have the elastic, then a rubber band, you can use the other side later. Okay, so I'm just showing you little tricks about using fabric paint and using, not fabric paint, but we're using regular paint, metallic paints, our stencils, our brushes. And then I come under here and I use a blow dryer even underneath to come under here. Let me show you. All right, and just so that it doesn't stick to the surface that it's on. Now, another thing I'd like to share with you is I like to take and splatter this because I always have spots. I always drop a little bit of paint or a little something, and it also takes it onto the arm and around. It gives it a little bit more. All right, so sometimes I do that gold or silver metallic. I just want you to see that I'm going to go into the water. All right, and I come right here to the white. Let's get a foam plate, guys. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to come here. And if it's too thin, what will happen is it'll disappear. So then you got to take a big brush. Now you don't want to turn it this way. You want to turn it this way. And you spatter. And it makes it look bigger, like it goes better. Like, so you don't have to paint as much. And I've always like slung metallics here and there. But see how that just finishes it all. Yeah, and then you can put it on and wear it a little bit later today. And you could say I painted it myself. So how do you guys like that? So I showed product, showed how to stencil, shared a little bit about what's going on. See, this is disappearing a little bit, so I could have used a little bit less water. But hey, Susan. But I just want you to know that I've been on for 39 minutes and I have shown you all kinds of other stuff and painted this, and you can do that too. So I just want you to know that adding a little bit in the background compared to just painting solid on it, well, the metallics would all look way better on a dark shirt. But what's amazing is I would win cash awards at the art shows for just doing cabbage roses and wreaths and stuff painted on my shirts. I sell the shirts. They cost me $2.50 back then, wholesale, 50/50 heavyweight. Then I would paint them all short sleeves. I would paint them mostly all on white and all kinds of sizes. I would sell for $28.95, and I would sell out by the first or second day. What do you have your shirt stretched on? Oh, I just have a canvas. I just took a canvas board that has the plastic on it still. See, you know, and but I do, those politician signs are they're corrugated plastic. I've gotten those, and I've used those inside instead of corrugated cardboard. We have used in class though. I always have somebody who doesn't have it, so I use a 16 by 20, and I slide it in there, and they have to give it back to me, and I take the plastic off afterwards. But one thing I can tell you on jeans and some other things, if you take press and seal, the kitchen wrap press and seal, and you put it over anything that you have that's stiff, that you can slide in there. But in jeans, I just put press and seal inside if I'm doing so it doesn't go through to the other side. And I also put press and seal on IKEA 20 by 20 pillows. I put it all on the inside, and then I lay it flat and paint on it. Okay. And thank you. Wasn't that kind of fun? Now that is my vintage. What I tell you, my vintage background. That's that stencil. All right. And these I made. What's so cool about this is I made it to fit the 11 by 14. So you can come down here and do a couple rows of that if you want. You can do the words here or down at the bottom. You can move this all around. I want you to see, this is how I used it. Isn't that kind of fun? And I also, I want to show you that this is another way I put this fragment effects on here. Oh, look, I did some gray over the black, some gold. All right, then look at this. This is not using black, just using blues. And I put the stencils all on here, the butterfly, the thistles, the postage stamp, and the white. All right, so this is all that background. And then here's the butterfly where I use the mop brush and get the watercolor effect in the background. I stencil on and gray my butterflies. This monarch butterfly, this one, there's 4 sizes, so it can be flying away from you. You have those stencils, I know. So think about that. And then I just color it in, and then I come back and do the black back on it afterwards. So you just shade, look at all the shades I did in there, because I gave you sections in there, so you just fill them in. So I'm use stencils different than any other artist I know that uses stencils. I'm doing this. Thank you, Miss Brenda. I also wanted you to see that this is another color wave. Look how pretty that color wave is. So that's Prussian blue, aqua. Behind that is blue peacock, and then white. So isn't that kind of fun? And then, so can you imagine if I had had the stencil on there first? Now, the beautiful thing is I have come right on this after it's finished and thought that needed something. And I have come in here and put this design on here, or went like that, because you see where the painting is. So you just stencil and you miss the painting. And or you can go, if you get right on here, you can take and wipe it off, because it wipes off with water if you've already done this. All right. So I just want you to see, here is me splattering it with orange, because I definitely did get yellow here. All right. See how fun? And this is the painting that I did online as a lesson. And then I took and painted it on my shirt. And everybody in my class decided to paint it on a shirt instead. And then last thing, this is that watercolor look. So you could splatter it with the fan brush, or you can take, I use these mop brushes and drip all this. This is neon pink. This is Prussian blue. No, not Prussian blue. This is blue peacock and some greens. So what do y'all think? You like it? All right. Well, check out my stencil brushes. Check out the special while it's still on. And I will see you guys. Some of you I'm going to see tonight. So we'll talk to you later. Thank you for being on. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.